Hello guys, it's the Ruby Kid here, and I'm talking to you about an AU I thought of while watching an AMV for Danganronpa. I've had this AU I've thought about this for a while, but it is the Peko and Nagito Protagonist AU. In Danganronpa 3, both Peko and Nagito are injured by Mukuro and Junko. Well, Nagito isn't really injured by Junko, he was injured by Izuru. Peko and Mukuro fought each other, because Nagito, said, hey, there's this girl, go after her, please. Then she went after them, and they fought, and then Mukuro beat Peko. Ouch. I just love doing that, love hitting my hand, hitting your fist against your hand. I just like the sound, and then Izuru shot Nagito, and then, the two of them went with the rest of their class to go save Chisa, but what if they had stayed in the classroom? They would have been like, oh hey, you're all back, and you found Miyuki's home, and where's Chiaki? And they'd probably all be like, wait, what happened to Chiaki? And then they'd probably be like, Chiaki, she's dead now. They'd probably all despair a bit. And they'd be probably everyone's acting strange, where's Chiaki? And then when the graduation, they'd be like, what the fuck is up with everyone? What the fuck is up with Miyuki's? And I think that would be the point, they'd book it. They just Peko and Nagito they'd be out. Maybe they'd find Ryoma. I mean, not Ryoma, Ryota. Sorry, I got them confused. It's really similar names. It's super similar. It's one letter. The difference is one letter. I'm sorry. Ryoma has. Confusing. Ryota's the scrawny animator boy with the slightly high-pitched voice, and Ryoma's a short, deep tennis, just the deep-ass voice. So, I think they'd, find Ryota, and then, I don't know how Ryota got into the Future Foundation, but he's in there somehow. Then, they'd get found, and then they'd be I think Kyosuke would be wait, they're in Chisa's class. She said they were all dead. Maybe they survived, because Nagito's ultimate lucky student, so, he's maybe Nagito's talent helped him and it rubbed off on someone else. Also, I don't know, what happens? I'm kind of confused, Kyosuke saw the Chisa's students as ultimate despairs. Unless he's ever seen them, that would explain it, because he should have been wait, aren't they Chisa's students? Didn't she say they were dead? And be I guess I'm just gonna assume that he didn't know what her class looked like, and so then he's hey look, these two kids survived, and then maybe they'd be really cautious of Chisa, and they become the Future Foundation, maybe they'd be really cautious of Chisa, and then they'd obviously they'd help Makoto with the Neo World program. Sorry, you can hear me stuttering. Sorry, I think my stuttering has gotten worse. But they'd obviously help Makoto with the Neo World program, and maybe they'd be in it. And then instead of Nagito being insane and Peko killing Mahiru, they'd be the helpers, and they'd help Hajime, and then they'd be survivors of the Killing Game. Or maybe they'd just be they'd also be AI in there. But I mostly see as them participating in the Killing Game, and then being oh shit, Monokoma's here, and then they just trying to help out. They'd have all their memories, and then they'd be really Nagito would get the despair disease like he does in the main story, and then Peko would be just oh no, what's going to happen? I'm the only one left. And then when Mikan gets it and she kills Spooky and Shioko, and they'd be oh no, this despair disease has gotten someone to kill. Someone's killed Shioko, and then Buki's commit suicide. Also, I completely ship Peko Buki. I think you guys might know that, but I don't really know if I've mentioned that I've shipped it. Nat, you definitely know. You know most of my ships in Danganronpa. I had a question if she knew one of them, but I think she does. But she doesn't know this one ship that I'm really quiet about. because it was just from an AU I thought of that it has nothing to do with this AU, but it's just like crackhead AU. Me just being a cat lover. But I might just explain that AU in another video. But so I think that like they'd go to the last trial. I think like someone else would be the person who fucks up the trials, but I just don't know who. Because I can't really think of anyone else except Nagito as the antagonist. Maybe it'd just be like that one thing with Byakuya, like he just became the antagonist even though he did one bad thing, like he just fucked around with the crime scene, like also fuck you Byakuya, why'd you do that to Shiro? Also why'd you bring Toko? Fuck you, because I really love Toko and Shiro. They're both tied as second favorite along with Genocide Jack as favorite trigger happy character, because I love him and I'm a Kenny for both of them. Actually, all three of those characters. 4 is Hina, is my number 1. I'm Kenny for all of them, as well as all the DR2 and V3 girls. Also, I'm gay for the V3 girls, all of them. Help. But then, so I think maybe it'd just be like that one little thing, like maybe like Vihiko would kill Mahiru in SAU, and then he'd try to fuck around with something. Like maybe Peko would be like, Peko would be like, even though this world is fake, I don't want to see him get hurt. And then she'd do something. She'd kind of be like the antagonist, do some antagonist thing. Like, but in this AU, I think like we'd just get a bit of Nagito's like hope thing, maybe like I don't know, like some little bits and pieces of his hope, like maybe when he had the despair disease, he'd be like just like all this. Maybe when he has a despair disease, that's when it shows his personality as it is in the game. He's all obsessed with hope and stuff, and Peko would be like, Nagito, please no. And so like Peko would like mess around with the crime scene just to help Fuyuhiko, and then I think then instead of how Nagito gets tied up in the game, then someone like tied her up because she tried to do that. Because like Kazumichi and Nagamon were like, okay, Peko did this. She helped Fuyuhiko. We don't know what else she's going to do. And they like tie her up, like they like overpower her and tie her up, like they get her sword off her and then tie her up, like keep her sword somewhere else. And then Hajime and Nagito would be like, where is Peko? And they just fight. They're like, what the fuck, guys? And then they like let her go, cause like you do that shit when you've known someone for a very long time, like that trust. And so they go to the last trial, and then there's the surprise when they see the Junko alter ego Junko, cause Nagito was like you, and then I think Nagito obviously be like, it's you. And then at that point, they just like Peko and Nagito reveal that Peko and Nagito reveal like, I kind of like think that. Hold on. What happens to Chiaki to say you? Oops. I think that maybe some incident happens where maybe Chiaki. Okay, here's the 5th chapter. Chiaki becomes the victim, and then someone is framed. Just like in the first game, like how Mukuro was already dead, Junko brought out her body, and then attempted to frame Kyoko, but then tried to then when Makoto stopped that, she tried executing Makoto, like, she does that with Chiaki. She comes and just uses Makoto and, like, kills Chiaki, like, leaves, like, some shit there, like tries to frame like either Nagito or Peko or something. I kind of like more see like Peko being framed because of what she does in the 2nd chapter. She like messes with the crime scene, so like the blame will get pinned on her. And then I think because this is something that's going to happen in my Danganronpa fan story on Wattpad. In the 5th chapter, a girl gets the helper, she gets framed, then she stops her own execution. So I think Peko would kind of do that, and then would be helped by Nagito. Or maybe actually like Chihiro would like come and like stop it, and then Chihiro, not Chihiro, Alter Ego, sorry, and then like Alter Ego just to come in and like reveal himself and be like, sorry, I just had to spit something out because I hate getting stuff in my mouth and like spit it out every time. It's like, actually maybe not Alter Ego reveal himself yet because they don't know it's virtual yet. So maybe like Nagito interferes with it, and then this is how he gets his injury. He gets his hand. He gets his injury on how he is missing his hand, and so then he gets his hand cut off trying to stop her execution. And then I think that Kazuichi, he'd make a robotic arm for him, and then so he has a robotic arm in the next chapter. And so then they find Alter Ego, and then they're like, think like maybe Peko and Nagito would be like with Hajime when actually I think like it just like revolve between them each chapter. Yeah, I think it revolves. Like at like some point you'll be playing one of them and you'll play the other. Actually, I don't really know. I think it's just like that's just not important. Then like they find Alter Ego and they're like in this AU like Alter Ego is just like it's never confirmed if Alter Ego was destroyed with the force shutdown. So I can, he's still there. So Hajime finds Alter Ego and then gets that message from Makoto. And then in the last trial, in the class trial, when Alter Ego Junko reveals herself, Nagito's like, it's you. And then they'd all be like confused, like, Nagito, how do you know her? And then Nagito and Peko reveal themselves as that Chiaki wasn't the only one who was a traitor. We're also traitors. We've known this world is virtual the whole time. And then when everyone was revealed as ultimate spirits, they're like, how do we be like, we're you two? And then also this, and then they'd be like, no, you were brainwashed by watching the real Chiaki die. But due to us being injured, we stayed behind. And then they all wake up, and then they're awake, and then I don't know if the other survivors were awake or just Hajime, but then everyone's out of their comatose, and then I think like they'd be taken back to the Future Foundation because Peko and Nagito would be the Future Foundation, and then maybe they'd be like Hiro and Byakuya, they didn't participate in the killing game, and then came to save their butts after it. So yes, this is my Protagonist Peko and Nagito AU. Thanks for watching.